Good morning, baby dolls. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired this morning. I've been doing so much work in the yard and oh my gosh, it's a lot of work for me sometimes. My husband works a lot and so I do. This is all of the things that I do, so I can only get so much done at a time. But this area right here, no grass has ever grown here. So I decided to go ahead and make a nice little pathway. So I've got some tarp laid down, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some pavers and pebblestone rock here and just really clean up this area. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because I want you to see the progress that I've made. So this is like my sore eye area. We've got high, gigantic Georgia pines and huge trees that always, leave a lot of leaves and things like that. And so I was able to basically rake all the leaves back, and gotta watch where I'm stepping. And so my yard guy, he will come back though, and I told him I want all of these leaves kind of pushed back there, because this area right here, I actually, where you see the black dirt, I have planted a lot of wildflowers from the Dollar Tree. I got 5 boxes, and supposedly it's supposed to bring upon wildflowers. So this area here I'm going to clean up, but in the meantime, I've just got a really beautiful planter here that I planted up a couple weeks ago, and I've got my seashells, conch shells here, and I'm gonna come around here. Let's see. So just, again, this is just basically like my, what do you want to call it? Kind of like a blueprint. So I'm working on my blueprint this summer because this whole yard has really been neglected for years. I kind of go in spurts. Sometimes, some years I'm interested in gardening, other years not so much. So, and this is a gigantic yard. We live on about 1 acre of land. And so again, my husband's not into this kind of stuff, so it's all me. But I planted some sunflowers this year. And so I planted some in the ground, and then I planted a lot in planters. I wish that I would have kind of transferred the ones that's in the planters into the ground, because I didn't know that they would do so well. Look at this. So let's go ahead and name her. So this looks like it's going to be the first sunflower that blooms sometime this summer. So let's go ahead and name her. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what we should name this first sunflower. So again, like I said, this whole area has lots of seeds that I put down. Let's come over here and look at the watermelon and all of our little seedlings. We planted these on film a couple weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, and everything is doing good. So we've got our watermelon, mustard greens, and our cantaloupe, and then we've got our tomato plants, which are producing some nice tomatoes. Man, I never knew that tomato plants were so peculiar, so picky. And so I've got a lot of things to do over here, but the main thing that I wanted to do here was just get things in the ground, right? Let them grow to what they're supposed to be. Excuse my little my little medallion that keeps falling. Let things grow and get solidified in the ground, right? And then I'm going to mulch and make all of this so pretty. So trust me, I know what to do. I'm just letting things kind of get established into the ground. But here we've got some nasturtiums from seed. Those are gonna look so pretty. This right here is going to actually be an angel trumpet flower tree, and they are so beautiful. I just planted this yesterday, and then I planted another one too. But so happy about that. Here's some lantana. It's gonna be so beautiful. Now this is going to be the wine variety lantana. This is the yellow variety. that I planted about 4 years ago. These yellow flowers, that's yellow lantana. And it started just as small as the one that I just showed you. Look how big it is now. It just spreads out. And then we've got our beautiful purple bells. These are so beautiful. And this is how they start out in this cute little like spaceship bud. And then they make this beautiful purple flower. All right, so let's go ahead and come back over here to our work. This is basically, all of this is established, right? So we've got everything established here. It's just over here, which is a massive space to do. I purchased these from the nursery a few weeks ago. They're so beautiful. I forgot the name of them, but I got 4 plants of that. I've got some sunflower seeds sporadically throughout here. Our geranium that I got from Walmart is starting to bloom. Some more nasturtiums popping through. Here's another lantana that I got from Walmart, and it was in that big container, right? And I split it into 2. And so that's what that's gonna look like. And so just imagine in another year or 2, this whole area, this area right here is all gonna be lantana, lantana, over there, lantana. So when you're gardening, you have to have a vision of what it is that you're wanting for the future. So it's almost like you're investing time for the future. So here we've got some zinnias that are popping up. Over here is larkspur, but they're not popping up, so I'll have to do something else another time. And then we've got some more nasturtiums, and I do see a few little babies coming up. Here we've got some squash, and I planted these from seed from the Dollar Tree. They're doing good, so I had to separate them. What's that? All right, and then we've got our wild tropical garden. Man, this thing is massive. It's so huge. And yeah, lots of weeds. You know, I don't like to weed, girl, but I'm gonna have to make this area look really, really beautiful. So here's another little garden. I just wanted to throw some seeds in the ground and see if it would work. And by golly, it did work. So we've got tomatoes, turnip greens, broccoli, radishes, onions, a whole bunch of stuff. Here are my prized butterfly trees. These are so beautiful. And these are actually called butterfly bushes. I've got 2 of them. So I've got one here and then one over here. This one actually had some issues, so he cut back a lot of this. So we're hoping that maybe eventually it will get some growth. But in the meantime, it's okay. We're just gonna kind of leave it. All of that was all cut back earlier this spring. But again, we're in Georgia, and I actually live out in the country too. So there's a lot of things that are just indigenous to the country area that will just continually just pop back up unless we really invest time and energy in laying down tarp and then mulching and all that kind of stuff, which probably we will one day, but for right now, we're just living wild. So my backyard is like the jungle, okay? We're just in the Georgia jungle, and it's so beautiful. I love it. And so again, the front yard is more cottage vibes, and the backyard is more tropical vibes. Okay, so here's a look at what all this is looking like here. But that's what's going on, y'all. So stay tuned. Keep looking out for my progression. We've got some more little seedlings here in front of the geraniums. So I'm pretty excited. My favorite nursery has closed for the summer, but it will be opening up back up in August. And so what I do plan on doing is by August just kind of checking out to see what has grown, what did not grow. Whatever did not grow, that's going to leave up some good real estate area for me to be able to go ahead and start planting bushes. Probably just a lot of boxwoods and things like that all along this parameter here. Okay, so guys, let me go ahead and get some more coffee. I'm excited to see what's going to happen though. Leave me a comment down below in reference to the name of our big girl right here. What should we call her? All right, y'all. Pretty is as pretty does. God loves you, but I love you. I love you, but God loves you so much more. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.